is connected, video is on. Hello. All right. Oh, we'll get started in a couple minutes. Oh, I wanted to link something for you to listen to. Paste. That is what I am going to be listening to during class today. It's not a playlist I made, it's Alice Cooper's Welcome to My Nightmare album. Very appropriate since we are 1 week from Halloween. Whoops, oh, sat on her tail. Sorry, Alice. All right, I'm just gonna start my album now since it's a little bit longer than our class is, and it's 6:59, so we'll get started in just a minute here. Right, I wanna pull the playlist or the chat up on my phone. Awesome. All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Spooky Spine Backbends edition. My name is Rachel, and tonight we're here for our weekly 30-minute beginner's flow. Hey, Alice. All right. We'll get started in a couple seconds here. If you have 2 blocks, toss those up by the top of your mat. Those are always helpful to have. And we're going to start lying on our backs today. Excuse me, Alice. Just gotta give me a little bit of space. So whenever you're ready, making your way down on to the back. We'll take the feet together, knees wide for this reclined Baddha Konasana or reclined butterfly pose. Alice. We'll just take 3 breaths here to begin. Breathing in through the nose and out from the mouth. Last one in and out. Great. We're going to change our leg position. You can bring the hands to the outside of the legs to gently close them. Plant the feet hip-width distance apart, parallel, comfortably close to the butt. We're going to dig into the heels here. With an inhale, feel that nice low back curve come in. With an exhale, trying to race that curve, tucking the tailbone, pushing the low back into the ground, and then squeezing the glutes, lifting the hips up to a bridge pose. Arms can rest just by the sides. With an inhale, lower the hips back down. And exhale, lift them back up. Starting by tucking that tailbone, rolling up the spine, and inhaling back down. Great, we're gonna do 3 more here. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. A big part of back bends are glute strength, so we wanna start working the glutes, opening through the hips here as well. All right, I probably should have counted there. Last one, hold it up at the top. Great, squeeze the glutes, little pulse up and down an inch for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great, lower those hips back down. And we'll take a windshield wipe the legs side to side, to the left and to the right. Letting one leg open up as wide as it can before the other leg chases it all the way over. Great, last 3. Last 2. And last 1. Great, rolling off to whatever side you ended up on. We'll press up to a seat. and make our way to a tabletop position, tucking those legs off to whatever side is more comfortable, coming to all fours, hands and knees. Wrists are going to stack up under shoulders, knees under hips. Hands are spread nice and wide and externally rotate through the shoulders, shining the elbow pit forward. With an inhale, reach the heart space forward, squeeze the shoulder blades together and down the back. And exhale to do the opposite, round the spine, tuck chin to chest, exhale. Great. Inhale, take that forward. And exhale, round. Take a couple more breaths here, moving between these cat-cows. If you want to take any other little movements here, you can. You could move a little side to side, or you can take some circles. If you're circling, switch your direction. And then finishing off back in a neutral spine position. Awesome. We're going to walk the hands out just wider than the mat. So they're going to come just to the outsides of your mat. So we have this nice wide arm. We're going to bump the chest over to the right. Inhale as it comes down, heart space reaches forward. Drag your chest along the ground. It doesn't have to come all the way down, but that's the concept. Comes over to the left. And round at the top. So we're taking a big chest circle here. Keep going here for one more. And next time you're at the top, switching directions, bumping the chest over to the left, inhaling as it comes down, over to the right, and exhaling at the top. We've got one more here. And meeting back in a neutral position. Take those hands back to center. Spread the fingers nice and wide. We'll get a little wrist warm up here. Putting the weight towards the right hand. Left hand picks up, turns slightly external, replaces on the ground. Right hand picks up, slightly external, replaces on the ground. So we're just pawing left and right, coming all the way around as close as the fingertips can rotate to face you. So we're going to try to work towards wheel pose today, and wheel pose is a lot on the wrists. So we got to make sure they're nice and limbered up. Once you get back to that fingertips facing towards you position, you can take a breath here. You can lean back gently. You can also take some cat-cows here. Or you can paw the hands right back to neutral, taking any other little wrist movements you might like to do. I'll spend about 30 more seconds here on the wrists. I'm going to flip my hands like pancakes to stretch out the top of my forearms. When the tops of my hands are on the ground, I'm externally rotating, shining that elbow pit forward. I like to gently lean back. Great. Spend about 15 more seconds taking any little wrist movements you like. And then we'll meet back in our tabletop position. Inhale, reach the heart space forward, tuck the toes. Exhale, take the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Once you arrive here, take a little pedal out through the feet. You can move the hips side to side. Great, 2 more breaths here. And then whenever you're ready, walk those hands to the back of the mat, meeting in a forward fold. Nice soft knees here. Inhale, roll it up to standing. Arms sweep up overhead at the top. And arms fall by side body. Great. We're going to take some torso circles here, get some movement into the side body. Nice soft knees here, arms rest by the sides. We'll gently lean over to the right, roll the body down. Everything hangs heavy and soft. Roll through the center and roll up the left. And repeat. Trying to feel a stretch into the side body here as you roll down and roll up. And the next time you're at the top, changing directions, bumping over to the left, rolling down, sweep through center, roll up the right. Last one in this direction. Meeting back up at the top. Great. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, let the arms fall behind the back. Interlacing the fingers behind the back. Inhale, extend through the arms, chest expansion grip. And exhale to take a fold with this grip. Soft knees here. Let the arms fall overhead for this big shoulder opener. Here for 3, 2, and 1. Gently soften into the elbows to release that grip. Hands can come down to the mat and we'll crawl it forward to our plank. Once you arrive in your plank, bend into the elbows, lower all the way to the ground. Wonderful. Once you're here, you can flip onto the top of those feet. We're going to cross the arms in front of us and make like a little pillow. Head can come down to rest on this pillow. You can bring forehead down or one side of the cheek down if you're trying to look at what I'm doing. Legs are extended back. I'm going to bend into the knees, point the toes up to the sky. So from here, I'm going to squeeze the glutes to try and lift the legs up off the mat. Squeeze and lower. Squeeze and lower. Great. If this is uncomfortable in the hips, you can also stick a blanket or something under to add a little bit more cushioning. But we're going to go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, hold it up on 1, 8, 7, 6, hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax those legs back down. Press the tops of the feet into the ground. Hands come under the shoulders. Keep squeezing the glutes. With an inhale, reach the heart space forward, baby cobra. Squeeze those shoulder blades together and down the back, gazing just to the top of your mat. And lower back down. Great. One more time here. Inhale, lift up. See if you can hover the hands an inch or two off the mat here. So you're lifting with just your back muscles. And lower back down. We're going to try one more. See if you can lift with the hands hovering. So we're just using our back muscles, squeezing our glutes. Inhale, rise up. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Forearms come to the ground, Sphinx pose. Elbows stack up under the shoulders. Shoulder blades are once again squeezing together and down the back. Gripping into the fingertips like you're pulling your chest through the arms here, nice and active. Great. 2 breaths. Wonderful. Lower that back down to the ground. Hands come under the shoulders. Tuck the toes. Take a breath in. Exhale, push it up to your tabletop position. Great. Realigning back in that tabletop. We're going to take this into our puppy pose. So from your tabletop here, Walk the hands forward, keeping the butt stacked up over the knees, the hips stacked up over the knees as you lower the chest down to the ground. You can bring the forehead down. You can bring a block under there to make that a little closer. Or depending on your mobility, maybe you can bring the chin down to the ground. Keeping the butt up nice and high here. Great. Take 2 more breaths here. And then whenever you're ready, coming back out of that, I like to walk my hands back to slowly walk myself up. And then we'll take it into our twisted puppy. Taking the right hand, we're going to have thumb facing up. Left hand is going to come just to the outside of the mat. This right hand is going to slice up towards the top left corner of the mat as the chest comes down towards the ground. Right ear can rest on this right arm. Nice opening into the side body here. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press into that left hand and rise all the way back up. Step the hands back to center and we'll take it to the other side. Right hand comes to the outside of the mat. Left hand goes thumb up and we slice that towards the top right corner. Chest lowers towards the ground and left ear can come to this left arm. Trying to keep the hips stacked up over the knees here. And we're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press into this right hand to rise all the way back up. Great. Tuck those toes and we'll sit back on the heels. Great. We're going to do a little shoulder opening here. So we'll reach the arms up towards the sky. Bending into this right elbow, right hand is going to try and come towards the upper back. Left hand is going to grab this right elbow to support it here. And trying to keep the ribs pulling in here so we're not like flaring out. And if you want a little bit more here, you can take this left arm behind you, internally rotate, and try and connect the hands. Great. Here for 3, 2, 1. Let's switch sides, releasing that whichever grip you have. Both arms reach up. Left elbow bends this time. Right hand can grab for this left elbow, or it can internally rotate, come behind to try and interlace the hands. Great. We're here for 3, here for 2, and 1. Release that grip. Great. Crawl it forward to your tabletop position. Inhale, reach the heart space forward. Exhale, keep those toes tucked, up and back, downward facing dog. All right, we got a little standing sequence to do, and then we will get into our wheel pose. With an inhale, right leg reaches up towards the sky, 3-legged dog. Exhale, steps the right foot between the hands. Inhale, we'll rise all the way up, high crescent. Great. With an exhale here, backstroke this right arm, opening up to a twist to the right side of the room. Inhale, take the arms forward. With an exhale, backstroking the left arm, we'll open up to our warrior 2. Pivot on this left foot. Toes are going to go all the way to the left side of the room. Great. Once you're here, breath in. Exhale, flip the right palm. We'll reach forward, up and back, coming towards reverse warrior. Left hand can slide down this left leg. Great. With an inhale, you extend through those right fingertips. And exhale, rise all the way back up. Right forearm will come to the right thigh. Left arm comes up along the ear, extended side angle. So we're trying to draw a nice straight line here from the knife edge of your left foot to your left fingertips. Great. You can also bring this right hand to the ground or to a block to the inside of the right leg. We're here for 3, 2, 1. We're going to make our way to a low lunge twist. So from your side angle, we'll cartwheel the hands down towards the mat, pivoting on this back foot. Left hand comes to plant to the inside of the right leg. Right arm reaches up to the sky. Great. Holding here for 3, 2, 1. Right hand comes back down to plant. We'll step this right foot back to our plank. Take the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Awesome. Take a little breath here, pedal out through the feet, and then we'll go through that on the other side. All right, next inhale, reach the left leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. And exhale, step the left foot between the hands. Inhale, rise up to your high crescent. And with an exhale, backstroke the left arm, opening up to a twist to the left side of the room. Great. Inhale, take that back to center, high crescent. Exhale, backstroke the right arm. We're going to open up to that warrior 2. Pivot on that right foot. Toes are going to go all the way to the right side. Arms reach out to a T, gazing over your left hand. Inhale, breath. Exhale, flip the left palm, reach forward, up and back for reverse warrior. Right hand can slide down the right leg. Great. Then inhale here, extend through these left fingertips, stretch through the side body. And exhale, rising up. Left forearm is going to come all the way to the left thigh. Right arm reaches up along the ear, extended side angle. And like we did last time, left hand can also come to the inside of the left foot to the ground or to a block. Drawing a nice straight line from foot to fingertips. For 3, 2, 1. We're going to make our way to that low lunge twist. So we pivot on that back foot, re-square that foot with the mat. Right hand comes down to plant to the inside of the left leg. Takes the left arm, reaches up to the sky for a twist. Great. Here for 3, 2, 1. Left hand comes back down to plant on the mat. So we'll step it back to our plank and take the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Walk those hands to the back of the mat once you arrive. And rise all the way up to standing. Great. Inhale, reach up towards the sky. And exhale, hands come down by side body. Great, we'll try a little standing back bend here. I'm gonna bring the hands to my low back, upper butt. I like it towards my butt because then when I squeeze my glutes, I know I'm nice and active and strong there. So with the hands there, squeeze the glutes, press the hips forward. You can keep the gaze straight ahead, taking a gentle back bend here. You can also take the gaze up to the sky. Or if you're feeling really adventurous, you can take the gaze behind you. Making sure you're thinking about squeezing those shoulder blades together and down. Squeezing the glutes for 3, 2, 1. Rise all the way back up. Inhale, take the arms up overhead. Exhale, let the arms fall behind the back. Interlacing the fingers, inhale, extend through the arms. And exhale, forward fold with that chest expansion grip for a final standing shoulder opener. We're here for 3, 2, 1, soften into the elbows, release that grip, hands come down to the mat. Crawl it forward to your plank. And lower the knees to the ground. Awesome. We're in our last legs from, where are we? From our knees lower position, let's sit it off to one side and bring the legs in front of you. Hello. All right, we're gonna roll it down onto the back. Once you get to the ground, plant the feet comfortably close to the butt. Feet are gonna be hip width distance parallel here. To start, arms will relax by the sides. Take an inhale breath. With an exhale, remove that low back curve like we did at the beginning. Push the low back into the mat, squeeze the glutes, press the hips up. Great. You can stay here. This can be as far as you go towards your wheel pose today. It's whatever is comfortable for you. If you do want to stay here, I'll give you something to play with. I like to interlace the hands behind my back, sit my butt down on my wrists. You can kind of wiggle back and forth here, get a little wrist massage in. And then you can come out of that whenever you are ready. If you want to work towards your wheel pose today, which is not the most beginner pose, but it is a very Halloween-y, and I thought I would throw it out there. Hands are going to plant above the shoulders, fingertips facing towards my shoulders. I'm going to draw my elbows in towards center so they're not winging out wildly. And just like with our bridge, we're going to start by tucking the tailbone, squeezing the glutes, hips lift up. From here, pressing into the hands, see if you can get the crown of your head to the ground. Trying not to press too much weight into the crown of the head. Most of the weight should be in the hands and the feet. And from there, tuck the chin to the chest. You can lower back down to the ground, to your starting position. If you want to press all the way up, we'll start with that same. Hands, fingertips facing towards the shoulders. Squeeze the glutes, hips press up. Press to the crown of that head. Then we'll press into the arms to extend through the arms to rise all the way up into our wheel. Once you're here, squeezing the glutes, opening through the shoulders, pressing into the legs. And once you want to get out of here, we'll rebend into the elbows, tuck the chin towards the chest to protect the neck, and lower down exactly how we came up. Check the chat. All right, so we'll take about a minute to work on whichever of those options you want to work on. If you're done with back bends for today, feel free to take it down to your back. Maybe you want to go into a happy baby. But wherever you are, we'll spend just a couple more breaths playing around here in our spooky back bends. And like I said, whenever you're done relaxing back onto the back, knees can come up towards the chest, hands on the shins. You can take a little rock side to side here, massaging the low back. You could go into your happy baby, flexing the feet, showing the bottoms of the feet to the sky. Great, we're here for 3, 2, 1. Hug those knees back towards the chest if you're in your happy baby. We're gonna take this into a twist. Knees hug in. We'll exhale, drop those knees over to the right hand side. Arms can reach out to a T. Try to keep both shoulders on the ground here for this twist. take that over to the other side, hugging those legs back towards center and dropping them over to the right. And whenever you're ready, inhale, bring those legs back to center. And we'll send them long to settle into our final pose for today, Savasana. Letting the arms fall wherever they're comfortable. Take a couple breaths here to wrap up today's beginner's flow. All right, and it's 7:30, so whenever you're ready, you can roll it off to one side. You can also stay in your Shavasana as long as you would like, because that was a pretty brief one. Thank you for joining me today for a spooky back bends. Now, I'm not sure what to do for next Monday, and I kind of want some opinions, because next Monday is Halloween, and normally we have our live stream, but I assume most people are gonna be pretty busy. So would you prefer an earlier time, like a 5:30 or a 6, or we'll just get back into it the following week after Halloween? Because I don't think I have too much going on for Halloween. So let me know what you think, and thank you so much for joining me today. If you like this class, please check out my link below for my Patreon. There are options there to support me making content on YouTube. There are also options for more classes through Patreon. We have options for recordings, or you can join live. We have multiple classes per week, and we'd love to have you there too. Good with earlier, good to know, good to know. All right, also, look, I got my, you can't really tell from where I was back there, I got my Bates Motel Employee of the Month shirt on today. Oops. All right, with that, I'll wrap it up for today. Thanks for joining, and I'll see you guys. I'll post what we're gonna do for next week and let you know. Wow, what's going on with this hair?